Akhilandeshwari, as we all know, is a form of goddess Parashakti only, form of Parvati. She, just as we call Jagannatha also, she is the mother of the universe. Now the meaning of the name of Akhilandeshwari, Akhila, everything, Andaha. Andaha meaning this, the entire world. Andaha actually means egg, so cosmic egg, like we all, while the creation of the universe is there, we all know Brahma comes out of the Andajataha, as we say. So he comes Andajataha for Brahma, one who is born through the egg, right? And Ishwari meaning divine mother. So that's how Akhila Anda Ishwari, Akhilandeshwari. So one who is the divine mother of the entire world, who represents the cosmic egg, or one who has come out of the egg, or Akhilandeshwari is that mother who protects this entire universe within her womb, within her cosmic womb that is there. Now we know the famous temple of Akhilandeshwari in one of the Panchabhuta Sthalams, that is Jambukeshwara temple in Tiruvanekaval, Tamil Nadu. Here the one very special aspect of this temple is, in this place Devi Akhilandeshwari is worshipped along with Meenakshi and Kamakshi. So usually if you see, it is like a three Shakti also, Meenakshi, Akhilandeshwari, Kamakshi, all the three goddesses, they are worshipped together. Now coming to the shlokam that is there of Pushpamala. Pushpamala, as the word itself suggests, is a garland of flowers, right? So basically here in this context it is a garland of various aksharas. Now every aksharam, now this Akhilandeshwari Pushpamala Stotram has in all 53 shlokas, and every shloka starts with one aksharam of the Sanskrit Varnamala, right? So E, and so on, like this every shloka is composed this way. So roughly in some, mostly it is 53, some references it can be 54, right? And it is believed that this entire stotram has more than 450 namas of the goddess, everything talking about the qualities of the goddess, power, strength and so on, right? Further, this stotra is said to have been composed by Adi Shankaracharya, but again there are some, we don't know exactly, there is no mention of it, but mostly it is attributed to Shankaracharya only. The Phalashruti is, as we all know, brings happiness, knowledge, liberation, moksha, fulfillment of desires and so on. Again, because it is structured in this way, that it is every shloka that is there is composed after one aksharam, it is considered to be very, very powerful for meditation, tapasya and so on, bhakti especially. Now Akhilandeshwari Pushpamala, like people like you and me chant, just a normal stotra that we do in praise of the goddess. But even for doing sadhana, even for doing dhyanam or so also, this Akhilandeshwari Pushpamala is chanted. Mainly this stotram celebrates, or it talks about the glory of Devi Akhilandeshwari, the mother of the universe, and a very, very unique stotra because every aksharam represents a stotra, more than 450 namas of the goddess, and it talks about the various qualities of the goddess. So that is the significance of this stotram. Now the story in fact of this Akhilandeshwari, the legend that is there, as we all know, is once Parvati Devi, it seems that in a very lighter note also, she makes fun of goddess Shiva, saying that while Shiva was doing tapasya, she says that you are not able to do anything for the betterment of this world and so on. She just tells him in a very lighter note, but Shiva wanted to teach her a lesson, and that's when he tells that again this was a leela of the Lord, so that this Panchabhuta Sthalam of Akhilandeshwari in the Jambukeshwara temple will be established. So Shiva tells Parvati that you have to go down to Bhulokam and from Kailasa, and that's when Parvati, in the form of Akhilandeshwari, she comes to this Jambu forest and she starts doing tapasya. Tiruvanekaval, she makes a lingam out of water, that's why it is also called as Apulingam. Apu is water, and the water she uses from the Kaveri Nadi which flows there, and she does this tapasya under the Vennaval tree. Vennaval actually means, I think in Tamil also it means rose apple, that is there. Jamun usually that we call, not the purple color one, the other one.
I couldn't catch that.
Rose apple, the rose apple usually the white color thing that we get, right? Not the other jamun that is there. So that is under that rose apple tree, Parvati Devi starts doing tapasya, and that lingam that she makes out of water, that is called as Apulingam, and that because it was made using water. Shiva also puts his divine energy into it and blesses Parvati. Since the lingam has originated from water, this place of this Tiruvanaikavil Kovil temple of Jambukeshwarar, it is one of the Panchabhuta sthalams that represents water. Like we have the other sthalams that are there, like the Arunachaleshwara temple represents fire, then you have the Chidambaranatha temple and so on. Similarly here, this temple that is there of Jambukeshwara, it represents the water element. Like this we have each of these 5 temples, like we all know Ekambaranatha temple of Kanchipuram represents Prithvi, earth element. Jambukeshwara in this near this Trichy district, it represents water. Appulingam, Arunachaleshwara, fire, Tiruvannamalai. Then Srikalahasti, it represents air element. And finally Chidambaram temple represents space, Akasha. That is, this is how the Panchabhuta sthalams are there. Now here it is believed that goddess Akhilandeshwari, she takes Upadesham from Bhagavan Shiva facing the east direction. And Bhagavan Shiva faces the west direction. Like this, both of them, they face each other, and that's how this legend is said to have taken place in this Koval of Tiruvanikaval in Trichy. And here you have the river Kaveri that flows. The main deity is Jambukeshwara, who is a form of Bhagavan Shiva only, and his consort is Akhilandeshwari, the goddess. Initially it is believed that the goddess was in a very fierce form, a very, very dangerous form, but it seems that later a temple of Lord Ganesha, her son, was built nearby, just opposite to the Akhilandeshwari shrine. That's how she, Akhilandeshwari, cools down. It seems she gets a very beautiful and a very karuna, merciful look also for her bhaktas. So this is how the stotram is composed. This is the glory of the goddess, how she is celebrated in this temple. And further, this Akhilandeshwari Pushpamala, it also talks about the ornaments of the goddess, her smile, her look, and so on. So like this, in short, the description that is there of this goddess, that has been given in detail in this shloka. Further, the other stories that are there, there are many other stories with regards to this temple. Like you have lot of Nayanar saints are there, the Tamil Nayanar saints like Sundara, Rappar and so on. They also have said to have come here and worship Jambukeshwara as well as goddess Akhilandeshwari. Here, in fact, it is said that there are a lot of traditions around, which are surrounded around this temple, like goddess Mahalakshmi is worshipped in the morning for prosperity reasons also. Parvati Devi is worshipped in the afternoon for bhakti purpose, it seems. And in the evening, Saraswati Devi is worshipped for wisdom. So that's how Akhilandeshwari, this goddess, is worshipped here. So like this, also Guru Puja is being done. So like this, various other rituals are also followed in this temple. Now the form of Akhilandeshwari, usually if you say, is like again a very dark complexion form. Usually in some references you will have goddess Akhilandeshwari sitting on a makaraha, sitting on a crocodile as her vahanam. So like this also there are different legends there. Right? Now Akhilandeshwari, this stotram, I'll just chant the first 1 or 2 shlokas so that you just get an idea. Om Shrimatre Namaha. Advatitapade Alankrita Shive Arthantararthe Pare Atyarthe Amalashaye Atidaye Ardhendu Bhushojvale Adhyakshe Amarangana Parivrite Adhyatma Vidyamaye Avyakte Achaladhirajatanaye Vande Akhilandeshwari. Vande Akhilandeshwari. This usually ends at the end of every shloka. This is also one reason why this stotram has been attributed to Adi Shankaracharya, because Adi Shankaracharya's style is this way, wherein usually the last line or the last word of every line or the last 2 lines, usually they repeat in all the shlokas. So this first slokam represents the aksharam A, second A. Adye agama sampradaya nipune acharya varyachite adharadi saroja pitha nilaye आलोल नीलालके आताम्राधर चारुमन्दहसिते आपीन वक्षोरुहे आब्रह्माच्युत शङ्करार्चितपदे वन्दे अखिलाण्डेश्वरी. Next is E. इच्छाज्ञानसमस्तशक्तिसहिते इन्दीवरश्यामले इन्द्रोपेन्द्रवरप्रदे इभवनाधीशे इनाराधिते इज्ये इन्दुनिभानने इभनुते इष्टार्थसिद्धिप्रदे इन्द्राणी नमिते इभाननसुते वन्देऽखिलाण्डेश्वरी, and so on. Now if you see, every shloka starts with that particular aksharam. In fact, if you look very carefully, every word in that shloka also has the same aksharam. For example, Ichchānyāna samasta shakti sahite Indīvarashyāmale Indropendra Varaprade Ibhavana. Every word starts with E. Again, a very, very unique form. That's the reason it is composed by Adi Shankaracharya himself, it is said. Very, very unique form to compose such shlokas. Yeah.